Hey everyone, and welcome back to Aliens on Toast Gaming, and today we're playing as the Diablo. What the Diablo is short for is Diabloceratops, so it's a member of the Triceratops family. It's essentially just a spiky potato. This little guy he's I think a little bit faster than the Trike, does nowhere near as much damage, but has a decent amount of health, 1,150 health. That's pretty substantial considering we've just come from the dryer. So, well, we've come from the shed, which is like coming from a fucking tank, but you had to kind of go again because servers got wiped. So, there's been a couple of updates since the last video, one of the most notable being that nests were added. What nests do is not fully implemented yet. It's essentially going to act as like a spawn slash, kind of like how squads work in the Battlefield games. So you lay a nest, you raise eggs in it, I guess, which are essentially your teammates, and that is how you can skip the progression line and kind of quickly jump ahead. It's good, so you don't have to kind of grind away for 8 hours getting to, I don't know, Acro or something. You can kind of play a bit more cash. But we're going to play as this guy. We're going for the Trike, of course, because we've got no other options. But not only that, I'm going to eat as much as I can here, because this is a good spot. I was actually just here as a dryer. But one of the things I like doing in this is not just playing in the places I'm comfortable with, it's going to places I'm uncomfortable with. So going to the places I've never been before. So there's two places I'd like to go today. One of them I've been to many a times, though not how it currently is, and that is the Tri-Lakes. And the other place I'd like to go is to the Conifer Lake. A lot of people don't even know the Conifer Lake exists, and it's quite a cool place. It's actually just over there, I think. If you're a dinosaur that doesn't need to eat anything to progress, it's a great place to go. If you're a small dinosaur who's just looking for some water on your way through to the Plateau Lake, or second marsh lake, I guess. It's also a great place to have a stop off if you need some water, because there's not as many carnivores there. It's very quiet, and it's different. That's the biggest thing, is it doesn't look like any of the other lakes that we have. It is very, very unique. It's tiny, but the actual landscape around it is very individual. So I'm just going to eat up as many of these as I can before I make my journey down to the Conifer Lake. I'm not actually sure if there's any food between here and there, except at Marsh Lake. That could be a bit of an issue, because I know we're big and bulky and all, but we tend to run out of food rather quickly. Yes, like just herbivores in generally, they're just eating machines. Like the carnivores, you can go for like 3 hours in some cases without eating, but for the herbivores, it's like you go 5 minutes and you're starting to starve. So you've really got to plan your route well. Okay, I think that's actually pretty much all we have. If you're wondering why we look kind of weird and pale and flushed out, if you haven't seen the Diablo before, this is because we got the albino skin. So look at us, we're all pale and white and pasty. We're like the ginger of dinosaurs. So we're going to make our way over to the Conifer Lake, and then we're going to traverse dangerous territory over towards Tri over there. So let's see how that goes. Oh wow, this is like a killing field. I don't like this at all. At least there's food. Oh god. Did I hear something? I'm on edge. I don't like this. I don't like being out here in the open, but I need food. Okay, so we're on our way to the Conifer Lake. The easiest way to get to it, actually, is if you're looking down at Marsh Lake and Tri and that ocean river that runs between them. If you look at the mountains on one side, mountains on the other side, there's a little hill in the middle of it. That's the hill you need to aim for, and then it's just over that direction. The actual coordinates are -520, 300, and virtually nobody knows about this lake because it's not near the spawns. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but close enough to another lake that it seems almost weird that they'd add it there. But it's a cool lake. It is very cool. It's very kind of atmospheric. It feels like you're actually in a forest. A lot of these places, like, it feels kind of dead around your feet, but this place feels nice. We'll just eat up a few of these little guys. We've got plenty of food now for the trek. We're definitely going to make it. We're not going to have to worry about food for a bit. The bigger problem, I guess, is going to be whether or not there's any large carnivores there that are going to give us any kind of difficulties. I know that there is a large herbivore pack currently at Try. I don't know if they're going to be there when I get there, but that could be a good kind of form of defense, I guess. If I get close enough to Try, if something tries to get me, I can maybe call out for help. That has served me well in the past. So let's just feast up and continue on our way. How many points are we on? We're on 34, so we need a decent few more points. We need 45, I believe, for the trike, so we may even get that here, but I want to see Conifer Forest. The Conifer Forest and Conifer Lake. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Okay, so we didn't quite get 45, so we're going to have to head to Conifer Lake. There's no more blue plants around here, so yeah. Let's grab one more bite for the road, and let's skedaddle. This should be pretty good. So another thing I should mention is that Tri Lakes has actually been updated recently to be much greener. It used to be known for kind of looking like that area. It was wide, it was open, and there was these massive 3 lakes in the middle of this wide open expanse. So you could kind of always count on large carnivores hunting there. It's now going to be a lot harder for the large carnivores to hunt there. They're probably better off over at Center Lake, because it's really, really dense now. Small carnivores are going to have a great time. I mean, there's even like rock faces that you can hide amongst now. It's going to be pretty sweet as a hunting ground. But it's also weird that they decided to update it at all. I mean, it's been kind of well known that the new Isle map is going to be coming out pretty soon, and that it's 100% new. There's no kind of, it's not a redo of this map. It is a new map. So you're gonna have to relearn where all the lakes are. You're gonna have to relearn essentially where everything is. So it seems weird that they're gonna put this much energy into something that's essentially going to be obsolete soon. But hey, I mean, like, I'm not gonna complain because I'm not complaining because I really enjoy and like what they've done around that area. I tend to play the smaller cons, and well, I guess I like the larger herbs because you survive as a larger herb. You're essentially just food as a smaller herb. But the small carnivores are something that like misses out on a lot of love. And it's good seeing that the developers are kind of making an area where those guys really come into their own. If you've ever played an Ostro or a Hera and like playing those guys, or even the Juvie Rex to some extent, this is going to be the space for you. Okay, so we're closing in on the Conifer Lake. It's actually a bit difficult to find simply because it hides in these hillocks and forests around here. So the easiest way to find it is to run up, I think it's this hill. It's either this hill or that hill, one of these hills. Yeah, this looks like the hill. And you can see it from above. It's the easiest way, especially at night. It kind of just glows white in the surrounding area. I really actually hope I'm in the right area. Where am I? Negative 400, negative 200. Yeah, I'm pretty close. It's actually, I think, yeah, it's just over here. I'm not far enough. That was my problem. So you can see kind of ahead, you can see those little light trees amongst the tall conifer trees. That is where we're going. That is the Conifer Forest and the subsequent Conifer Lake. It'll be interesting to see if there's any carnivores around there actually, because it's usually pretty quiet, though I have bumped into a Spino and a Utah chilling out at that lake for some reason. I think the Utah was pretty close to progressing. I mean, there would be no other reason for a Utah to go there. They kind of need to eat. And the Spino, I guess, was just babysitting, making sure I was okay, you know, as friends do. But it's the only time I've ever seen anyone around, because for the most part, nobody knows about it. It's very similar to the leaking tank in that respect, that you can go there pretty safely if you don't need to eat. As I said before, you can just kind of progress in peace. But we'll see how this is. I actually don't think you can eat any of these plants. I don't think they're the edible kind. Or at least not yet. There's also no way of us to kind of sneak up on this place either. We've got no crouch. It's either thundering through the underbrush or not moving at all. So we just, oh, hello there. I need some of you. Is there two around here? They usually come in twos. Yes. Oh, there's a few. Yes. Yum. Yum, yum. Actually, I think there's enough here for me to progress. I got 40 from the last place. That's 3. Yeah. I can progress after this if I wanted to. But I do want to check out Try. If I last long enough to get to Try, that'd be awesome. We will have to see. We will have to see. But for the now, let's just focus on getting to this lake, because I've never actually been here as a herbivore. It's a lot easier. Well, I've been here as a galley. Though that's not saying much. You can pretty much go anywhere as a galley. Is that it over there? No, those are just rocks. Where are you? It's not an easy lake to find because it's so small. But it's right on the outskirts. If you're facing this way on the right side. Aha! There it is. There is the good old tiny Conifer lake. We can actually hide here pretty effectively since we look like the rocks. So if we just sat down, there's a good chance that a larger carnivore wouldn't even notice we were here. But this is the Conifer Lake. It is a great spot that nobody ever goes to because they just head around the big three, which is Marsh, Try, and Center Lake. Especially the large carnivores. There's no point them going anywhere else because they can't really chase food down. They need to have it come to them. But it's pretty chill here. It's nice and relaxing. But we've got enough points to progress, so we're just going to rest up, hide our head in this tree here so we're less obvious. Wow, that didn't work. And we're just going to fill up our stamina and make our way to Try. That's our plan. And if we can do that, I'll be happy. Ooh, something is eating it. That's a Barry. Hello, Barry. I wonder if he's even going to notice us here. He didn't even notice us! He's gone! Wow, that camouflage worked so well. If we were a regular skinned Diablo, he would have seen us in a heartbeat. But he's got the right idea. He's probably heading up into the mountains over there, where he doesn't need to worry about eating, I guess. So let's get out of here. We're probably scaring the shit out of him at this point. We're hearing this thundering potato running around. But that was good to know that our camouflage worked. I mean, I figured in theory it would, but it's nice to know it did in practice. Okay, so let's head down. I think it's south. I don't know, north, south, east, west. It doesn't really have any bearing in this game. We're gonna head that way and cross the mighty water chasm between here and Try, and see if we can check out the new fauna around there. It's going to be interesting because Try is known for its carnivores, and so is Marsh, which we have to get past. It's a very big thoroughfare between point A and point B. And I'm not looking forward to having to try and find a way through that, because I don't want to get eaten. I've got enough progression points now to just go straight to Trike, but I'm adventurous, damn it. I want to know what the world holds. Okay, we need to head more that way because at the moment we're heading straight down to Marsh, which we do not want. We want to bypass that as much as possible, because if we go to Marsh, it's... I'm not going to say it's guaranteed death, but it's a very high chance of death. I mean, for something as tasty, I mean, look at us, we're essentially just... Can you imagine we're essentially just a bacon dinosaur. I mean, if you mentioned a pig with horns and a crest, that's essentially what we are. We're like a pig dinosaur. So, we are a very tasty meal, Not as tasty as the Maya, I would say. Maya looks good, but the Diablo is certainly a worthy meal. I mean, most large carnivores, like even the medium level carnivores, like the aloe and the Utah, they would go for it. I mean, there's no point passing it up. The Utah, if it's by itself, is probably not going to risk it, because I think 2 hits and you're gone. You bleed out so quickly, and they don't do enough damage to really wear it down enough. But a aloe, if it gets behind us, I mean, it's like 2 hits and we're on like 16 bleed or something crazy. So I don't like those odds, because they are very much not in our favor. Okay, so once we get to these trees though, we're going to go a bit slow, build up that stamina, and then see what we can do. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, they've fixed the bushes now, so they actually work! There is a point to hiding again. For the longest time, I think I mentioned in the Raptor vid, if you went to one of these bushes, there was kind of no point to sitting down and hiding like I currently am, even though I'm hidden well inside this bush. From a distance, I would be extremely visible, because the bushes spawned maybe as close as like these trees around me here. The draw distance on them was terrible, so there was no point sitting down and hiding. You kind of, if you wanted to sit down and progress, you just sat on the top of a mountain and waited. There was no other real way to do it. Or you found a bunch of these bushes that didn't get affected by the draw distance, like this one just to the left of us here. It's not like a cavernous bush like this one, it's kind of just a stick bush. And if you're small enough, you just kind of hide yourself there, or hide behind a tree or something. You find a place that works for you. But it's no longer the case. You can hide in these bushes now. A+ tip. Okay, we're pretty close to the water now. What I'm going to do is... Oh, we're actually really close to the lake. Let's head a bit this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to completely top up my stamina. And then run across about here. So I'm actually quite a while down from trips. But, oh fuck, we're in the open now. Screw it! Let's just YOLO it. That's the best plan of action. This will go well. Our biggest problem is going to be something seeing us midway. We're probably not in too big of danger now. We can still head back to the trees or whatever, but if there's something crossing as we're crossing, we can't exactly get away from it. But I don't think we know. We're not being followed. We're good from that direction. So just straight across. Into those trees straight there. And hopefully we're good. Just have to keep an eye out. Okay, we're kind of in the danger zone. And there is something over there. I don't know what it is though. It looks like it could be either a juvie or a hera, maybe. Ooh, or a Utah. I'm not actually 100% sure on that call now. Whatever it is, I don't feel comfortable in the middle. I'm in the worst spot possible. Well, not in the worst spot possible, but in the worst spot in this trek. I'm completely exposed for like kilometers around. I've got half stamina, which means I can't really run away to escape most things. I'm very exposed. Okay, it looks like they're not even bothering, so they're just going straight to marsh. By the looks of it, we're too big of a hassle to even bother with at this point. So we look like we may be okay. That wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. We haven't even seen any large carnivores, which I'm surprised about. That place over there is usually swarming with them. I've got a video that I recorded on the weekend actually that goes into details about all the lakes in this version of the Isle V3. Because I wanted to do one with kind of information on each of them, what they were good for, what was bad about them, where they were, which was a big thing, before the next update came out, because it's something I know a lot of people need, and I haven't seen it around. I've seen like an old one where it just had like Tri, Center, and I think like Corner Lake or something. which doesn't really help a lot of people. So this one's got every lake that is currently known in the Isle. So that includes Conifer Lake, the Plateau or Second Marsh Lake over there, Marsh Lake there, Center, the Kidney Lakes, the Corner Lake, the Crater Lake, the Puddle Lake, Alpine Lake, all the different types of lakes. That should be in the next upcoming video, essentially. Actually, I think I've got an Overwatch one between now and... I'm just going into my scheduling. You don't care about that. We've got videos coming out, apparently. But if you're wondering why there hasn't been much content from me beforehand, it's because I've had a lot, and I mean a lot, of deadlines I've been needing to catch up on. There's been a couple of animation projects I'm working on, not for myself, for freelance stuff. And Flash just updated its shit and is fucking around, and it's a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of time is going into that one. So I've got to get those done before I can really sit down and focus on videos. And it's something I'm looking forward to. I've got a couple of days off, coming in a couple of weeks actually, just before Christmas, or around Christmas. And I'll be hoping to get out like a decent amount of content by then. Get out of my way, tree! You're not wanted here. But yeah, decent amount of content. We should be returning back to the Arc videos. The Overwatch videos should be coming back, even though it's still, I think, the Halloween stuff, because there's some awesome shit in there that I enjoyed. There were some awesome plays, some mediocre taunts by me. It was a lot of fun to record those. I enjoy playing Overwatch. Though I get to that point where I play Overwatch where I'm focusing more than I'm talking and recording. I'm not very good at competitive recording, but hey, whatever, it's all good. That's coming soon, but just heads up on what's happening with the channel. Okay, let's sit down over here. Yeah, let's plonk our asses down here and heal up. Okay, so we're essentially at Try now. If you're having trouble finding it because of the new update, look for the really muddy, sandy patch along the riverbank, and you should be able to walk straight in from there and get to Try. As you can see, it's not open anymore. It's just like regular forest, but it is goddamn beautiful regular forest. I don't know what to expect through here. I'm kind of expecting just to die and have to do this entire progression line again. But if I get to see it, I'll be happy. Look, there's some raptors running around. Not the big ones, just the little baby ones. Ooh, this is looking nice. I love that they've got like dead trees and stuff. It's such a nice feature to add. I appreciate it. They've got like branches and stuff. I'm getting excited about branches. That's kind of stupid, but that's not the main thing I want to show you. And although this does look amazing and will be great for hunting, especially as kind of the smaller guys like over there. Yeah, I see you there. The bit up here is the bit... Okay, that was just them. The bit up here is the bit I'm excited about. It is that rock... Ooh, Hera. Hey, buddy. Hey, friendo. Hey, do you hear me coming, or are you not focused? Yeah, you're not focused. I'm just gonna roar at you. Yeah, get out of here, bud. That is what I'm excited about. That is beautiful. I mean, when physics comes into this, yeah, get out of here. Are you trying to? Are you really trying to? Here. Here. You can't bite me, little dude. You're good. But good try. Yeah. I'ma scare you now. Anyway, enough taunting the wildlife. We're bigger than them. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That looks gorgeous, and when water physics comes in, that's a natural diving board. Yes, I see you there, Velociraptor. Try and take me. Try. I dare you. I dare you. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it, punk. I also see you hiding over there, Mr. Hera. Yeah, I can see you skulking up in the tree line over there. Nice try. I'm a little bit louder than you. Nice try. Though at the same time, he's kind of alerting any larger carnivores, which may be around here, to the fact that I'm around here. So let's continue moving. Are you really gonna do that? Really? Really? Yeah, just get out of here. You can't do anything to me. You're too small. This is just a nice area there. Okay, let's have a closer look at those rocks. I want to have a look at that because that's like the second best part of this. But we'll just walk around here. I don't really want to walk through the water because my vision goes all furry and I can't see anything. Oh, that's not too bad. Ooh, hello, yeah, I'm submerged now. Hold your breath. But this is a great spot. Like, you can imagine... Oh my god, the sun rising. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. You can imagine just, like, sitting here as a Barry, I guess, which would be great. Because if you had this with water physics, you could just jump in there and attack from out of the water. Think crocodile style. Just watching the dinosaurs come in. If you were a albino Barry, you would fit right in. You would be invisible. Jesus, that'd be awesome. But alas, there's no water physics. As you can see, I am essentially a rock. I would float better if I was made of titanium. But let's go to the third lake. So Tri is known for having 1, 2, 3 lakes. And the third lake is the one that's really cool because it's more like a swamp now. Or more like marsh than the marsh is, almost. Once we actually get there, we'll be able to have a good, decent looky-loo, as the older generation would say, and see exactly what all the hype is about, because I'm hyping it up severely. Can I eat that? I can eat that. Excellent. It's good because I'm almost dying. But we're going to progress in a minute anyway, unless there's a large carnivore here, in which case we're probably not going to progress. We're going to die. Where's the lake? Where's the lake? Where's the lake? Straight. There's blue plants over there. That's where they've always been. But we don't need any of those. We don't need those. Oh, yeah. If you're a herbivore, blue plants don't do shit for your hunger anymore. It looks like they do, but it's a lie. Unless that's a glitch. Unless they're not supposed to do that. If you haven't eaten one, it'll put your hunger up a little bit, but then next time the game ticks over, it'll just wipe out all the progress you did on your hunger. But this is the third lake. This is really cool because it's got, like, trees growing out of the lake. That is going to be some serious cover for anything that wants to go water hunting. It's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. I don't know if they're planning on keeping this map as like an alternate map. I've heard words that it's actually corrupted, which is why they are bringing out the Isle V4. But it would be nice to see, like, it would be nice to see some variation. So you don't have to go on a server and know exactly where everything is. You kind of have to reacquaint yourself with the landscape. But we're just gonna chill the F out here. Sit down and just enjoy the morning sun as it is, and progress the track. I'll put a little bit of footage in at the end. We'll see how it goes. Look at the path over there. Might explore that later. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next video, and bye-bye! Yeah! That is the track I like to believe in.